All right. This is Teirvin, rank 17 priest currently. So, hoping to get a win here. I actually lost my last one, dropped from rank 16 to rank 17. A little depressing. But I'm running a budget deck, which basically I've spent $0 on Hearthstone. I have not spent a dime on it. I with that, I don't have a lot of the powerhouse cards that you see in a lot of decks. Like I have no Doctor Booms, anything like that. However, I do enjoy playing. I've been playing a lot more recently, so it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. Been building my card collection. I actually ran a bunch of arenas, and I just recently decided to start saving for the quarters because you get some pretty solid cards from those quarters, sir. So I actually unlocked Blackrock Depths this morning. Had 705 gold saved up from my dailies, etc. And blew through that using this deck. In fact, it was a joke. I was like, sweet. Got myself some Grim Patron, some Gang Up, some Resurrects, which are now in my priest deck. And, of course, Emperor Thasorian or Thracian, whatever his name is. So, who is not in my priest deck, by the way. My priest deck has 2 5 casting cost cards, 3 4 casting cost cards, and everything else is 3 or less. So, not really necessary in this deck. This is kind of odd. I don't normally see another priest taking so long. I'm trying into everything but creatures, so um, Lightspawn again, one of 3 creatures that cost 4. So I have 2 of the highest casting cost cards in my deck in my hand. So um, I figured with the Divine Spirit and Inner Fire in hand, um, keep him there, especially with Power Word Shield. This could be pretty solid build up. All right, so actually, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Wind Fury our Flying Machine. Give it a little more defense there, and get the card draw off of that. And I'm sure you can see here, my next intention is going to be Divine Spirit Inner Fire next turn. Get a little nasty with it. We're gonna get dirty. And I don't even care right now about what he's playing. Oh, silence. Okay, see, I don't own any silences either. 0 casting cost. That almost seems broken. That should at least cost 1. That is so dirty. Alright, so he silenced the Wind Fury, which makes this character a lot less impressive. Therefore, we're going to go ahead with our... You know what? I'm not going to light spawn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit his Northshire Cleric and get that off the field because I know she can do work, obviously. I don't know what to do. Should I go for the Lightwell and make him target something? I think I save the Lightwell for next turn so I can turn it into a 10-10. And right now I'll just heal my guy, and there we go. Taking away that Wind Fury makes me very unhappy. That is ridiculous. 0 casting cost silence. Yes, I'm bitter right now. Very salty. My sodium content is rising. And that's, I figured that's what he was hoping for the silence for, but, I wasn't sure because obviously he didn't use it on it. So I was like, well, being a priest, I'm sure he saw what was coming. So now, Lightwell with the Divine Spirit. We're going to Inner Fire it, and he's going to have to do some work pretty quick. And the thing, too, is even if he goes ham on it, it has the potential to heal itself for 3. So, I mean, it's not exactly going to go away very easily. Boom. There we go. Shadow Word Death. See, I was afraid of that. I figured with the 2 silences, he wouldn't get that lucky, but my goodness, he has. And these 4/5s are perfect against the priest. They're so nasty. I don't have any of the Watchers either. I still wouldn't run them in this deck. It doesn't really go with it. But I also don't own silences, and I don't want to put the little 2/1 birds in here, so um, doesn't really fit my theme very well. So what to do, what to do? This is when it gets a little bit finicky. So I could make him... I think we're going to throw out the mech. You know, I can make him target my light spawn. Excuse me. But I really don't want to lose it right away because I've already burned one Divine Spirit Inner Fire. I do have another combo of that in here. I also have 2 Velen's Chosens and 1 more Power Word Shield. But yeah, he's very reliant on the silence, obviously. So hitting hard and fast. Pretty nice to get something like that Shade of Naxxramas along with the Watchers so early, especially having the silences. All 3 of those come up so quick. That's definitely not typical. He's got pretty much the God draw this game. Very difficult to face off against the God draw. But let's see what we get here. I could really use a Shadow Word Death right now. Not going to get it. And I'm not going to survive through the next turn because of it. So he's probably got another Iron Beak Owl anyway with the way his deck's been going. I do want to see. Let's see if he drops it. Oh, he's not even going to bother. Okay. So he might have not have had it, but even if he did, he probably just wasn't bothering with it. So yeah, I mean, it's tough to face the God draw. And so I've seen that deck build before. It's a good deck build. Very inconsistent. Even it typically runs 2 of the 2/3 guys that will drop your turn your creatures into taunt. It also typically runs the others, the Defender of Arguses, that'll turn them into taunt and give them +1/+1. So it makes those Watchers extremely viable. But like I said, most times it's rather inconsistent because he's probably got those 2 1s in there for silences, and then obviously those 0 casting cost silences. But without that, you know, and maybe he might be running those 4/3s. It might be more consistent than I think. I've never actually got a chance to play the deck myself, but every time I've played against it, it's always been very hit or miss. So. Anyway, it was definitely very hit this time. I lost horribly, but that's the way the cookie crumbles at times. And yeah, see you guys later, and hopefully I'll have more interesting things to post for you.